the nation of freedom and peace planned by heaven on the foundation of Christianity. However, the Christian people's path included the tragic confrontation between the ideologies of human-centered communism and of free democracy. Heaven prepared for them the feast of the Lamb that was prophesied in the Bible. Upon the advent of the true parents according to the ideal of creation, our members willingly went out to pioneer even the toughest localities. Thanks to their devout faith and passion, churches have taken root as heaven's holy of holies, and heavenly tribal messiahs have settled in all parts of Korea. The day of the settlement of a God-centered and united world is coming closer. To fulfill the mission of heavenly tribal messiahs as Father requested prior to his ascension, during this past 7 years, members in Korea have devoted their energy to national restoration through heavenly tribal messiah activities. Striving to recover the spirit of the early days, leaders and members of Heavenly Korea organized blessing ceremonies that led to the victory of 8,752 Heavenly Tribal Messiah couples by Foundation Day 2020. Moreover, they have begun 5,077 Hundok family churches in 3,477 locations in their grassroots outreach, seeking to bring about the settlement of home churches through Heavenly Tribal Messiahs. They have continued to expand the foundation to support the settlement of Hundok family churches in local communities. With the command to push on to achieve national restoration, the 5 districts of Heavenly Korea successfully held rallies of hope in each district. In proposing fundamental solutions to Korea's problems, True Mother enabled the rallies to exemplify the righteous spirit of the Family Federation that should create the spirit of the times. What is more, with the active support of local governments, leaders of every field and peace-loving citizens, more than 7,000 rallies of hope were held in villages, townships, counties and cities, and these have reached some 660,000 Korean citizens. In addition, Heavenly Family Federation Korea has continued to work with 11 different UPF-related organizations to create the environment for witnessing. UPF has carried out the education of more than 12,000 ambassadors for peace and appointed more than 8,000 new peace ambassadors to catch the hearts of the leaders of local communities. Furthermore, UPF has appointed members of the Preparatory Committee for 1 Million Citizens for Unification to promote Korea as a host of a 5th UN office and to carry out the Peace Road Project for Unification, thereby potentially leading the peace agenda on the Korean Peninsula. Moreover, on the foundation of True Parents' interreligious and interdenominational work and the Interreligious Association for Peace and Development, connections were made with many influential Christian leaders. This led to the founding of the Korean Clergy Leadership Conference, a historic event that reached out to the Christian Foundation. At the same time, the 5 districts of Korea have continued to carry out various projects for peace and unification suited to each district. And these activities have been broadcast through some 50 media agencies that actively support the Family Federation, on the foundation created by the International Media Association for Peace. Korean Top Gun Youth began with the goal of training 1,000 leaders, yet has exceeded the expected number with a total of 1,300 participants. Meanwhile, the International Association of Youth and Students for Peace has received the Minister of Unification Award for carrying out peace designer projects and the UN Sustainable Development Goals movement, which are campaigns that effectively practice the teachings of True Parents in society. The era of Heavenly Parents' Holy Community opened through the victory of Vision 2020. The unprecedented pandemic crisis has plunged the global community into fear and chaos, but Heavenly Family Federation Korea has continued to support a population facing restrictions and isolation through practicing true love. Working together with UPF, it has formed working relationships with private organizations to carry out local disinfection, provide relief aid and donations, thus expanding creative practical activities to make this time of crisis into one of opportunity. There is prompt production and distribution of online material for Sunday service, devotions and mission work, and an application has been created for the settlement of Hundok family churches. They have opened a website for the campaign to distribute 600,000 copies of True Mother's memoir throughout Korea and opened diverse YouTube channels for outreach work.
신한국 가정연합은 비전 2027 대승리를 위해서 승리하신 천진 참부모님을 모시고 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 하나만 된다면 이루지 못할 것이 없다는 신념으로 용진할 것입니다. 그리고 하늘 부모님 성의 큰 우산 아래 내적으로는 정심원을 중심하고 영계를 동원하여 신종종 메시아, 천보 가정들의 실체적인 가정교회 기반을 확대할 것입니다. 또한 외적으로는 섭리기관과 연대하여 반드시 2년 안에 국가 복귀했다는 실적을 세우고 비전 2027 대승리를 이루어 드리겠습니다. 하늘 부모님께서 박수를 치며 기뻐하실 수 있는 그날을 향해 복생녀 참 어머님을 실체로 모시고 하나로 정렬되어 한 마음 한 뜻으로 중단 없이 전진할 것입니다.
The nation of freedom and peace planned by heaven upon the advent of true parents in keeping with the ideal of creation. We will bring to settlement the eternal age of the heavenly unified Korea.